Welcome everybody, it's Mike Newton back in the fitting studio here at Lytham Golf Academy. Got a brand new product in my hand that's just arrived into the studio here, and it's the Callaway XR SteelHead Pro version. So obviously XR SteelHead's been out for a couple of months. They've just obviously added now the Pro version. So it's a more compact head shape, a different colour, different finish, but still got the sort of technology packed inside it, so it's still very forgiving, but maybe Callaway saying it's providing some more consistent launch and spin numbers. So great look, more of a player's look in terms of trying to help shape the golf ball, movability of the ball through the air, but it's still packed with a lot of forgiveness. So it's featuring a through bore technology, so the shaft goes through towards the bottom of the sole here, which Callaway have done for many years, going back very early days of the old Big Bertha iron. I think it was the 90s that was, you know, through bore technology there, so that helps with a little bit more forgiveness. Now they've got a progressive centre of gravity in the head here, so as you change probably into more lofted irons, the CG probably goes a little bit higher in the face to get a little bit more of a penetrating ball flight. As you go into the longer irons, as you lose the loft and the harder it gets, a little bit obviously harder to flight it, the CG will move lower in the face to try and help the ball to flight. So it's progressive as you work through the set here, which is quite a good thing really. They've got a material in here which is helping with sound. Okay, so it gives you a little bit of a better feel and sound as you strike the golf ball. We'll see that in a minute. I'll give you a bit of feedback on that. But really sort of very stealth-like looking club. It's very black. Obviously we've got the very grey section of the grooves there against this sort of gunmetal black finish here. So it's still a fairly chunky head, but it looks smaller because it's black and dark. Okay, I'll give you a little close-up now of just how it looks around the head. Okay, so we're going to have a little look at the XR SteelHead Pro in the playing position. You can see it's quite a nice little squat shape position now. Really dark finish around the perimeter of the club, and a greyed off area where the grooves are, which I quite like. It's very sort of contrast between the dark and the light. There's no paint on the bottom groove, very little offset there, and to me there just seems to be, like the grey light section is moved quite a bit to the toe. Seems to be a lot of sort of metal here in that heel area, so everything looks to be shoved more towards the toe. That's just my first instinct there as I look at it. Okay, so looking a little bit closer at the head there, you see again I like this dark finish. It's a very sort of stealth-like finish, makes the head appear a little bit more compact than maybe what it is, but it's obviously still got all the SteelHead technology in the back of the head there, you know, the undercut there. Okay, this is a fitting iron here, so you can see there's the sort of bolt section there. This is 2 degrees upright where it says 2 up. So look at the face here. Yeah, really nice sort of finish. As you can see, this hasn't been hit here, so I'm really looking forward to getting this hit away in a minute. Okay, a little bit of a sort of slightly thinner sole section there than the standard SteelHead XR, but a really nice looking iron. Okay, so let's get underway and hit a few shots. So as I present that down by the golf ball, it's a very little offset on it here now. So I like the shape of it. It's a very nice shape. Obviously the face stands out a lot because it's very light grey against that gunmetal dark perimeter of the golf club. But yeah, first instinct, I like the look of that. Obviously it's still a fairly thickish top line, but it doesn't look, it's shaped quite nicely. It's a nice sort of rounded shape to it. Okay, let's hit the first shot. So here's the first shot with the XR Pro. Nice straight ball flight there, really good strike, and that was just carrying out about 186. Good hit. So the loft on this 7 iron for the Pro is 31 degrees, so it's still fairly strong there on the loft. The standard SteelHead XR is 30 degrees, so this is 1 degree weaker on the Pro one, so probably just aiming for that little bit more consistency of launch and spin. But we'll have a look at the spin numbers in a bit once we've hit a few shots. Okay, so I'll hit the second one. Yeah, I really like that. That's a really solid, it's a good sound to it, very solid feel. It's a long way. It's 188 carry. Okay, that's a long golf shot. Oh, that was a little bit weaker. That was a bit heely, a little bit pushy, that one. Probably drop off a little bit on distance. Not a lot, 179 carry there. That wasn't the greatest of strikes. It has dropped off a little bit, but still a good hit there. Okay, let's have another one. Strike again. Yeah, I like the sound of it. It's not too loud. It does feel quite easy to use, but I do like the look of it. I prefer that neater compact. Definitely appeals to me, and it probably appeals to more of a golfer in that sort of maybe 12 handicap and lower, who wants that bit more of a neater look, a bit more playability, and but still needs a little bit of forgiveness there. And this, I think, has got everything in under the bonnet. Yeah, feels really good, that. Okay, let's have a quick look at some numbers.
Right, so let's look at some numbers. So the ball speed at 130 there, which is quite good on average. So dropping at 127, peaking at 132. Bear in mind, I did have a couple of iffy strikes there, so it didn't really drop off that much. So quite a tight range of numbers there, with a mixture of strikes, which is good. So maybe just showing it is forgiving, keeping ball speed up across the face. Launching at 17.6. Backspin at 6359. That's a good number for a fairly strong lofted iron. That's a good spin number. So I'm going to see a little bit of control there when I'm hitting the green, which is what I would like. But with that sort of ball speed, it's really getting out there. 183 carry for a 7 iron. Okay, now sometimes what we see with other strong lofted irons is the ball speed's obviously up because it's a strong loft, but the spin's down to around sort of, 5,000, 5,500 sometimes, which will increase this number. But that number's up there with a decent spin, which is a good combination. So anybody out there is looking for some distance, but with some control, this is an iron maybe worth looking at.
So there we go, the new Callaway XR SteelHead Pro version. Nice looking iron, I do like that. I think this will tick a lot of boxes for many golfers out there who, as I said before, want a real nice look, want that forgiveness, that power there to hit those extra yards, but with some decent control. It's one of the irons there, definitely, that's giving a combination of everything. As I say, a lot of these strong lofted irons are just dropping spin, and that's what's hitting it further. So guys who want to hit it further, great, but maybe this has got a bit more control as it lands into the green. Now, there's obviously a lot of shaft options here to delve into to really fine-tune these numbers. Helps a little bit of feel in terms of weight as the golfers sort of swinging it, which we offer a huge, or Callaway offer a huge range of shaft options here. But obviously that's something to delve into more in actual fitting environment, like here in the fitting suite at Live Golf Academy. Really good iron. Okay, so definitely worth going out and testing. If you've tested this already, it's only just, as I'm shooting this video today, this has only just really been released last week or so. So it is brand new out there. But I'm going to do a few head-to-heads with other sort of similar models from different brands here. Let's see how the performance works against each other. So do comment below which iron you'd like to see it go against. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. I would appreciate if you do. I'm trying to grow the subscribers, trying to grow the sort of videos I'm sort of doing here, so I appreciate the subscribe. Share the video around if you know anybody who'd be interested in, or a Callaway lover out there. Do share the video with them. Social media links down below, do hook up on those, and hopefully we'll catch you all very soon.